¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about stop buying gear, start making content. If you're the person that's often saying like, once I get the better camera, once I get that lens, once I got that lighting system, once I start getting all this gear together, I'll start making content, then this video is for you. My name is Pedro Millan. I literally have 2 SMMAs currently to my name, which over 50 million views, 100 appointments set, and a Grammy to my name. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about why gear is not holding you back. You are. All right, let's get into it. So I'm gonna be honest. To anybody who's watching this video, you don't need another Amazon cart, okay? You can just leave that alone, you can leave it at the door, because you really need to be fixing the person who's making the content, the person who's in front of the camera, which is you, right? And we think that better gear will magically make our content better, and unfortunately, that's not necessarily the case. Trust me, I've done it before. I've tried to buy cameras in order to justify me making better content, but it's never that situation. The new camera, the new mic, the new lighting system, and then all of a sudden, your videos don't hit. And you ask yourself, when will they ever? But you've seen this, people with insane, expensive setups, literally making content that's boring and forgettable, more so than anything else. So you have also people with an iPhone and literally a window for a natural lighting system absolutely crushing it in comparison. So then clearly it's not gear, right? What actually makes better content is basically one of 3 things, or actually it's all of these 3 things together. It's the way that you communicate on camera, the way that you show up on camera, and your ability to come up with ideas on a consistent basis, right? So first, I'm gonna teach you these 3 things and how you can improve them so that way you can make better content all the time, regardless of gear, okay? So the first thing, let's start with how you communicate more so than anything else. The way that you communicate is literally tied and also connected to how much you believe in what you're saying, right? So like I'm coming at you, literally talking to the camera like this, just telling you guys what I've learned from some of the best content creators on the planet, or the people who create for those content creators, because I've learned it. It's honestly like, if you don't low-key care about the topic that you're talking about, then your energy is flat, you're not gonna be looking at the camera, you're not gonna be honest, and you're not gonna be, more so than anything else, speaking with conviction. That's something on this channel that I've been literally preaching about forever. So I want you to stop chasing random topics just because you think it'll make you go viral. And I want you to start talking about the things that matter to you, right? If you're a mom, talk about mom things. If you're into fitness, talk about fitness things. If you're into running, then talk about running. If you're into, I don't know, relationships and being a sexologist, then talk about those things. It's honestly all about what you're passionate about, not necessarily what you're talking about, right? And you gotta really ask yourself the question. It's like, what could I rant about for the next 10 minutes without any interruptions based off of what I enjoy? Also, I would ask, what do I wish more people understood about money, about content, about work, about dentistry, about medicine, about life, these sort of things, right? Those are literally the stepping stones for you to make more content on a consistent basis, especially when it comes to communication. Then, once you take all that together, talk as if you're going to be talking to somebody that is your friend, right? Like I get on the phone with my best friend who's also my business partner, and we be talking about this stuff all the time. And every single conversation we have, I'll always be talking about content. I'll always be talking about making more and more of the content that I really want to make. And on top of the fact, how can I make more content efficiently and effectively? So that alone will literally make your content better than anybody else's camera will, if that makes sense. Now the next thing, if you're getting value out of this video so far, please like and subscribe to the video, because I am literally looking for all your help to grow this channel, to help people make money with content, branding, and overall social media marketing. And I would really help if you guys could like and subscribe to the channel overall. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, getting back into the video, the second thing is now how you show up on the camera, more so than anything else. This is essentially what personal branding lies. It's literally at the most basic human level. How we present ourselves to other people is their first impression of us, and the better you can go about it, the better people will have with the interactions they have with you when they watch your content. So you really got to ask yourself, Do I care about clothes? Do I care about my hair? Do I care about if my teeth are white or not? Do I care about the lighting? Do I care about my shirt? Do I care about my skin? Do I care about if my hair is lined up? You know, do I respect myself enough in order to show up not only for myself, but also for the people who are watching my channel, right? You gotta treat every video you're making kind of like you're meeting a viewer for the first time. I've already said that, but I'm just basically reiterating to make the point. And if you met somebody for the first time and you're avoiding eye contact, your teeth are yellow as hell, you gotta, I don't know, like you're just avoiding all interaction whatsoever, and you look like you just rolled out of bed and you don't want to be there, then people are gonna interpret that from the videos that you make, right? Every time I literally hang out with all of my clients in my SMMAs, right? I tell them to show up on camera with more energy than they expect, almost to the point of literally sounding annoying, because of the fact that the camera, to a T, takes away about 30 to 40 to 50% of your energy. So you have to be like, woo, I'm out here. Yes, I love content, you know what I'm saying? In order to make it appealing and entertaining and also educational, for somebody to stay and even watch the whole dang thing, right? Like, I do talking head videos. Imagine that. So I have to entertain somebody with at least the way that I speak and at least the way that I look. So if you guys think I'm cute, I appreciate it. But anyway, the point still stands, right? That's just personal branding. Like, if somebody shows up at a suit all the time, everywhere, then that's their personal brand. If somebody shows up in flip-flops, then that's their personal brand. But that's how you show up on camera. People will treat you like how you are presenting to them. You don't want to make it seem as you're treating it as a rehearsal, if that makes sense. You want to make sure that you're treating every video as if it's a real interaction. So that's your personal branding in a nutshell. It's not logos and colors, I'll tell you that much. It's how you show up as a person. Now, the third thing is that your ability to come up with ideas is dependent on you and the magic, if that makes sense. I'll give you a little story. So there's this book that's called Alchemy, the Dark Arts of Marketing or something like that. I forget the subheading of it, but it's called Alchemy. It's by Rory Sutherland, one of the most prolific marketers on the planet right now. He's the owner of a marketing company named Ogilvy, after Ogilvy the marketer, which was his mentor, I think it was. Anyway, he has this section in the book where he goes, you have to have sections of the day where you're literally not doing anything and you're just doing stuff just because, you know what I'm saying? For that is the point, or at the moment in which the magic happens, right? And the magic, what he's talking about or referring to in the book, is the stuff that comes to you almost like in a eureka moment where you get all of the answers. It happens to all of us. We'll literally be like on the John, or literally at lunch with a friend, or somewhere, a walk in the park or something, and then we get all the answers that we needed for that specific thing that we were working on. And another book that actually proves this is Rest by Alex Soo-Jung Kim Pang. That's a mouthful. Where he says that you have to stop in the point at which that you're ready to continue working. The reason why that is because once you stop working at that point, your brain doesn't stop working. So then once you go to those moments, as Rory Sutherland mentions in Alchemy, it becomes almost as if you're working overtime, but in your brain, because your subconscious is literally going about the systems and the problems and the things that could be intertwined with other stuff that you already have mentioned in your brain, or like literally have gone through. And eventually, your brain will come up with the answer literally as you're cooking, as you're on the John. I don't know why on the John keeps coming up. But like literally in the bathroom or anywhere that you don't necessarily have to be at, or you're just having some space in order to create that magic, as Rory Sutherland explains, to happen. And I think that's absolutely amazing. It's happened to me a bunch of times, and I'm sure it happens to you, whether it's at work, with content, with business, with life, with your relationships, etc., etc., etc. So if you want better ideas for content, treat the idea process like that, essentially ideation, right? Stop trying to brute force everything to happen like, oh, in this hour, I'm going to think about all the stuff that I'm going to do and every idea that's going to come to me, especially with my content, into my business, etc., etc., etc. You essentially create pockets of time where you're not doing anything. You do anything but work. So that way, your mind, your body, your spirit, under the grace of God, could help you keep your brain working and help your brain wonder to accomplish the answers that you're looking for overall. And when these ideas come to you, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna write them down, which is absolutely amazing. And if you consistently do this, what happens more often than not is that your life becomes content, which is really interesting. And I think this has helped me more so than anything else, literally just writing down ideas. And that's how I come with ideas on YouTube. It's like, why would I give that to somebody else when I can literally base off of everything that I'm basically doing in my life? And I know people are gonna resonate with it because literally it is life, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean you necessarily need another camera. You just basically, in all, right, just learn how to communicate better with conviction. Learn how to show up like it's like a real life first impression or a date. A date is also, I guess, relevant to a lot of people. And how to catch and shape ideas based off of the magic you create in day-to-day life. Because the gear is not the bottleneck. You are the bottleneck. You always are the bottleneck, to be quite honest with you. So here's some homework and how you can implement this today. I want you to make 10 to 20 videos that you don't have to post. Like, you don't have to post them at all. I literally tell all my clients to do this all the time. You take 10 to 20 videos, and per video, you're gonna pick one real belief. Like, literally one real belief. Like a thing that you'll die on the cross for. Like something that you genuinely believe in, right? And showing up like it's literally like the first day at school, or it's a date, or the first impression that you of a person that you want to meet, and it's the first time they'll ever see you. And then I'm gonna ask you that idea has to come from you letting the idea come to you from your actual life, in addition to taking notes and videos from other creators in order to have like a bank of ideas. And from those bank of ideas, you're gonna create that video of one real belief, if that makes sense. If you can do that, you're gonna get better at making content in less than a month, I can tell you that much. And once you do all that, once you get in the habit of doing that, I want you to upgrade your content and your gear, because obviously, you know, with better gear, it makes it a lot easier, right? So stop buying gear and do me a favor, just start making content. So if you got a value out of the video, please like and subscribe, because I put videos out like this every single day and you don't want to miss them. Otherwise, if you want some more help as far as like one-on-one help, like how we can basically help you build your personal brand to the moon and back, just click the first link in the description and we can book a call so I can literally help you do that. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.